I'm just going to go for it, I think. Once the tent's down, everything's packed away, it's not going to be that bad. It's just seems so much worse because the tent is acting like a giant sail.
One day, my friend. Afternoon, oh, back in the Welsh mountains. Love it here, don't I? Now I've mustered up some enthusiasm to get back out. Might have accidentally bought a new tent to give myself that enthusiasm. But we'll show you that later. I'm sure you know what it is because you've seen the title of the video. Anyway, it's like 6 o'clock. I only just got here. I'm doing 3 nights. That's my plan. I always change things about, so 3 nights is the plan for this one. And I'm in the Rhinogs. I'm not going to film too much tonight because I think today is going to be the only decent day with a bit of sunshine. So I'm going to try and get a nice pitch, see if I can get a bit of a sunset, and show you around the tent. Day 2 hopefully is going to be a little bit more of a summit camp, and day 3 next to another lake I've found on the eastern side of the Rhinogs. So we'll check it out and see how we get on. Anyway, less chatting shite, more walking. Well, it's windy as, but I've come prepared, so I don't know whether I should drop down a little bit, but I've got some views here over the sea, Snowdon in the background. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to pitch up and deal with the wind tonight because I want to get that sunset. That's going to be beautiful if those clouds clear, which they might do, fingers crossed. It'll be a stunning sunset over the ocean, so I'm going to go with that. I've got a flattish pitch here. It's a little bit boggy and marshy, but nothing we can't deal with. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Might find some rocks to tie the tent down as well because it is well blowy. As I say that, the wind dies down. Anyway, let's get set up. Sunset tonight. Ta-da! All this space, look. Plenty of ventilation. Plenty of room to cook. There's my dirty chicken curry for tonight, look. Right, back on the GoPro. It's map time. Okay, so started as usual when I come to the Rhinogs, Lincoln car park, and I followed Cambrian Way all the way up to here, which is where I'm camped for night 1. I don't know if you can see that or not. Focus. So Lim Morwignon, that's just behind me now. So tomorrow
I'm going to go down here into these woods. There's a little waterfall I've swam in before down there, and cut through here. I'm not going to do Rhinog Fawr or Rhinog Fac. I'm just going to go round. Oh, I might do Rhinog Fac actually. So yeah, I'm going to miss out Rhinog Fawr. Whoa, it's getting windy, man. And go up Rhinog Fac and go all the way down to Ilithia. So that's 756 metres, which is actually quite a bit higher than the rest of the Rhinogs. And then after that, the next day, I'm gonna I was going to do a summit camp, but it's quite high and windy here, so I'm thinking I might just go down here somewhere. And then the next day I'm going to go back down through to the woods and make my way up right the way through. And for the last night I'm going to camp around here somewhere. So I'm only about an hour down from the car park, so join it up onto the Cambrian Way there and back down. So that's the plan for the 3 days. I wasn't actually planning to camp out a wild camp tonight. I was going to camp at the car park. I actually got there in better time than I thought I would. So there's a campsite down there, by the way. So yeah, I'm a little bit ahead. Just see where it takes me. That's the general idea of what I'm doing anyway. Right, I don't think I'm going to get my sunset because that cloud there doesn't seem to want to go. I don't know how it doesn't want to seem to go with all this wind, so it's not looking like a sunset tonight, but it might do. We never know. Anyway, no other new equipment that I can show you. It's all very samey, this one. But I just wanted to get out. It's been ages since I've had 3 nights to do it, so I'm making the most of it. Rightio, that is filming done for the night. Yeah, not much else to report tonight, so I'm going to call it and get a fresh start in the morning. See you then. Test for the tent. Well, needless to say, I did not sleep well at all last night, because it's been like this the whole night. So, get some breakfast on, get some clothes on, venture out. At least it ain't started raining yet. Did have a few little pitter patters this morning, but it seems to have disappeared for now. But it does look a bit grey where I'm going, so yeah, it could be a wet one. And it's pretty cold. I need to layer up. I've only got shorts and my waterproof bottoms and my bed leggings, obviously, but I'm not going to wear my bed leggings out and about because I look like a girl. Anyway, let's get some food on and I'll pack up and see you in a bit. That's not going to work up there, is it? Fuck it hell. Filming is off this morning. It's too windy. Right, camp is broken. That was where I was laying. Let's get down off this windy top, get some shelter, leave no trace. This is British summer. Look at it. Listen to it.
When are we going to have this Indian summer they keep talking about? That's what I want to know. Cambrian Way now. So Rhinog Fowler behind me, Rhinog Fack. Only 2 summits on this trip, but I think I can remember coming down this way. It's a bit brutal, so I'll put my camera away. No rain yet. How fast the clouds are moving. It's blowing me over up here. I've still got all that way to go. So, Rhinog Fack summit up there. Not even going to bother going up there because I won't be able to see anything. Second time I've been here, similar views last time to be honest, so this one's not for me. Last 3 mountains I've done, the weather has been like this. So I'm due a good one soon, maybe next time. Right, on to Elithia. I don't know why I'm bothering. Fucking weather. So now I've just started backtracking after doing the 2 mountains, and look, it's all cleared behind me now. If you're getting views, the wind seems to have dropped down a little bit. So I'm just carrying on my route. I'm going to get to the end of it. It's only like 3 o'clock. I reckon I'm only a couple of hours from where I was going to do my last camp. So I'm going to head there anyway, see if it's not too windy to camp by that lake, because I do want to have a swim on this hike. And it's been too cold and windy today. So if the wind stays as it is, should be alright. Yeah, that's the plan now. Find those little dinky maps. They're not big enough area for me to cover. Oh shit. So going forward, I either need to just do 2 nights camping, or need to get a bigger map. So even though I was saying I'm going to do 3 nights, there's a possibility I might go home tomorrow after tonight's camp. It is nice for me to be able to have a Sunday just to get all my stuff sorted and ready for work on the Monday. Luckily this time I got away on Thursday, so I have technically, if I get home tomorrow, I've got tomorrow afternoon and Sunday, which will be good because I'm still doing stuff to my house. But yeah, that's why sometimes if I come up to Wales I do just 1 night, and it seems a long way to go on a Friday night, camp out and then come home on a Saturday night. But like I said, I need the time to sort everything out, because I only get every other weekend now when I have the kids the next weekend, so time is a bit more precious of late. But anyway, it's getting muggier now as well. It feels like it's actually a little bit summery. It's been nasty, proper nasty. Anyway, bog time. See you at camp. In the deep dark woods again. This is a bit eerie, this one. Bit of a funny feel to it. It is part of the trail that I've marked out, but it's very overgrown, so I can't the leave. Don't believe it would get used much. Really dense. Had to put my bottoms on. Well, I did a little while back. I think it's like Tick City. Well, if it isn't, it should be. Give him a magic blow. Nice. Oh, that's good. Needed some energy. Old camp spot. Anybody? Right, out of the enchanted forest now, and I'm as far east of the Rhinogs now as I can get. So that mound up there behind me, the lake I want to camp at is the other side of that. And just one ascent up there, so I'll only have, I think it's about 500 metres, so I only have a couple of 100 metres to go, and then see if I can find a camping spot. It looks very rocky going by the OS map, so could be a bit problematic, but I'm sure we'll find something. Whew, starting to flag a little bit now, a bit tired. It was me giving it the big and earlier. I could just walk all day, and now I've just been poisoned by some blackberries. Not a perfect pitch by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not half as windy here as it was last night. So fingers crossed it stays that way. Blocked off nicely by this big lump here. The wind's sort of scooting over there. Anyway, that's Cumbercan, so that's where I'm parked. And tomorrow I think I can just scoot down there. I'm going to have a look at the map later. But if not, the Cambrian Way runs a bit further on down there, which joins up to the car park, so that will be that. Cream crackered. Right, I'm going to get in, lay down. I think I'm going to be rolling downhill a little bit tonight, so I might have to pack the right hand side of me out with some bags or something stop me rolling down. But I'll take this any day over wind and noise, so see how we go. I might have to swap my head end with the foot end. I've set it up the head end here, whereas it looks like it's rolling downhill a bit there. Let's go and have a look inside. Actually struck lucky now. I've got a massive bulge there that's right in the middle of the tent, but luckily where I'm laying I'm in between two, so I'm not going to roll anywhere, and I must have a patch of heather right behind my head, which is keeping my head up a little bit as well, so kind of a result there. Right, I'm not going to do any more filming now until I do the map later on my good nights, because yeah, I'm shattered. I just want to have a bit of a downtime now. It's been a long old day. So see you at map time. Calm and rain on the tent. I like that sound. I don't like
Right, so map time. So this was last night's camp, just off the Roman steps like I said, and then it came all the way down the Cambrian Way, well, all the way, that little bit down the Cambrian Way, and then I dived off into, you go through a nature reserve here, dived off down to the waterfall Pistolguin, which I filled up water with, and then just came out of the woods down there and started to go in between Rhinog Fawr and Rhinog Fac, and joined the Cambrian Way all the way up to the top of Rhinog Fac, and then all the way up to Elithia. I'm not sure how you say that, please help me out. And my original plan was to go back the way I came and join the path here, but I actually went down past Linhuel, and it was an easier route, to be honest, than going back up Fac and down again. It's a lot steeper there, so it was a nice easier route. And then I came back through into this big forest and walked all the way out here and ended up, said there was waterfalls there but I couldn't see them, so I just scooted on up here and then checked out this first lake. Wasn't really anything suitable, wasn't really much suitable there, so I've kind of come round the corner there and I'm somewhere about there tonight. So tomorrow morning I'm going to just join the Cambrian Way again and then back down to Cumbercan car park. Right, I've loved this trip. Again, saying I was going to do 3 nights, to be honest, I've run out of map. Well, I haven't run out of map, I could have gone anywhere, but this weather is set to stay in now all of tomorrow, all tonight, all tomorrow, so I'm definitely just going to call it. It's been a good test for the tent, so I've had it in the strong winds last night, and obviously the rain today. You know they're going to be good tents. My first impressions of the tent are, it's fantastic. It's just like the Soulo, but a lot bigger, which I need the space because I spread stuff out everywhere. The price, obviously, you know, stupidly priced, over £1,000 now with the footprint, but I'll make good use out of it, and it's going to be my go-to now. Yeah, loved it. So got a nice little hike camping last night, and then a good 7 or 8 mile hike I reckon today, and didn't get my swim unfortunately. Just wasn't going to be doing it today in that wind. That would have been awful getting out and trying to dry off, so there's always next time. Anyway guys, I'm not going to do any more filming now tonight because there's nothing else to see. It's just me sitting here chatting shite in a tent. Had my dinner, had a decaf coffee that was rank, so I chucked most of that. That's it. I'm gonna put my head down and relax for a bit because I am shattered. It's only like 7:30, 8 o'clock, but I'm just gonna lay here. If I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I'm not expecting a great night because I haven't got a great lay. Anyway, catch up in the morning. It's about 2:30 in the morning and the wind has changed direction. That's battering me. Luckily, I did put some rocks on a few of the guy lines out there, and I double pegged all the guy lines, so I'm hoping I ain't got to get out. I've looked out the window and everything looks like it's taut. But we got a weather report that said there could be up to 60 mph gusts, and it does feel like it's around 60 miles an hour. I need to get one of those little wind measurement devices. I can't remember what they're called. But I'm so glad that I've got the Hilly out here this weekend, because I don't think my MSR would have handled it, and definitely not the Lanshan or the Nemo. I haven't even tried the Nemo in rain yet, let alone things like this. So yeah, I feel like the money is justified already. Anyway, try and go back to sleep. Can't see it happening. I'm so glad I'm going home tomorrow. Can't wait for my bed.
fucking broken tent. Just blew the whole wall in. Hold on. There's a guy line come out. Fuck's sake. This is going to be fun. I'll try and film it. Let's hope the pole's right, that's what I'm worried about. That's double pegged as well, so that's going to be fucking hell. I think the pole's okay. I need to find a rock or something to try and... Jesus Christ. Right. Can you see that? Oh my god. I'm holding on to this for fucking dear life. It's all tangled. Lost a peg as well. There's the other peg. God, I'm glad it's not raining. What I'm doing is taking the peg out of the ground sheet bit. I'm going to triple peg this one. So this is the problematic one. Right. I've got rocks on these two. Hoping that'll be alright. Night for it. I think poles are okay. I've never triple pegged a tent before, that's for sure. Right, let's try again. Oh, Jesus, man. I actually thought the worst then. Thought the pole had gone. Luckily it was just a guy line come out. This is awful. Mental. Right, what is it now? Home time? It's now 3:30. Don't think I'm gonna get back to sleep. I'm just gonna worry that pigs are coming out and stuff, so it's a long night, this one. A very long night. There's me getting all cocky thinking I was safe in a nice sheltered bit from the rocks. Little did I know the wind was gonna have other ideas. Actually worried about that guy line going again. I'm just trying to support the tent. State of this. Starting to pack up my stuff while I'm up. I ain't eating in the morning, I'm just getting straight out of it. I say in the morning, it's morning now. This is horrendous. This is by far the windiest camp I've ever been on. Ever. And I'm not enjoying it, I must admit. I'm actually worried about this tent. How it's standing up to this, I don't know. Oh, that's right in on me. Can't see. It's even blowing water through the vent here at the top because the wind's coming straight up under it. This is absolutely horrendous. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. It's something from a horror show, isn't it? I've got to check the guy ropes again. Just I don't know what to do. Can't actually lay down or anything. So I'm worried it's just going to fold in on me. Bad, man, this is. Look, all the water up there is coming through. How hard it's blowing in. I could have this door shut, but I need to be supporting this wall, I think. As soon as that's light, I am out of here. I'm gonna have to go now. I can't sit here and hold this tent up on. Oh, this is not good at all. Not good. I don't know if you can hear me alright. It's too dangerous for me to get out in the dark and walk down because I can't see where I'm going. I'm kind of off the track as well, so I'm literally going to sit in here and wait until I get a bit of sunlight because it wouldn't be wise to go now, I don't think. I'm alright, I'm dry, I'm not going anywhere, it's just I'm uncomfortable. And yes, just worried about these tent poles breaking, which I shouldn't be considering the price I paid for this tent, but it's always in the back of your mind, and the way the wind is coming from behind me, it's very possible that they could, so I'm going to wait it out here. There probably won't be much more filming now because obvious reasons really, but I'll say goodbye and an outro when I'm back in my van, if I get back there in one piece anyway. See ya. Right, got the beginning of daylight out there, so I am just going to go for it, I think. Once the tent's down, everything's packed away, it's not going to be that bad. It's just seems so much worse because the tent is acting like a giant sail. Fucking hell. Right, I keep thinking I'm going to stop and wait for a break in it, but I don't think there's going to be a break in it. So I'm just going to go for it. See you at the other end. As always, leave no trace. Woohoo! Got to get down now. See you in a bit. Right, just got back to the safety of the van. A little nib at the top up there somewhere. That was where I was camped. So just to fill you in a bit on what happened after I stopped recording. So I packed everything away into my bag. You might be steaming up a bit in here, it's a bit sweaty. Packed everything up and I was literally sitting up against where the wind was coming from. Up this gully, right up this gully. So all of yesterday and the whole weekend, the winds have been coming from the east, southeasterly apparently, and then overnight, about 2 o'clock in the morning, they dramatically changed from east to west, and this is west facing here, going in that direction. So I was battered by them, and it wasn't like they were just gusts of wind, they were non-stop barrages of gale force winds, what it seemed like. So anyway, just to recap, yeah, I packed everything away. As soon as I got myself and my bag out of the tent,
It acted like a sail, so the doors were open and it took off. It actually flew. All the pegs that didn't have rocks on them flew out. They were all double pegs, bear in mind. So number one tip for me after this trip is always, if you can, always put some rocks down in the guy lines, or onto the pegs at least, because that saved my tent on this trip. I had 3 guy lines that were anchored down by pegs, and they stayed, sorry, by rocks, and they stayed in, whereas the others just took off. Yeah, I've learned a lot on this one. Never take the mountains with a pinch of salt. I mean, always take them with a pinch of salt. Don't take them lightly, because this is, believe it or not, still our British summer, and I've never experienced winds like that. So going back to what I was saying earlier in the video, was it worth the money paying out for that tent? Just on this one camp alone, I'd say yes. I'd say that any other tent I have, apart from probably the Soulo, wouldn't have survived the night there. I don't know if any of the poles are damaged, because everything was flying around when I was trying to hold the tent down whilst packing it away, because it was just blowing everywhere. So yeah, it's been a bit of a testing one, but I'll look back on it and I'll enjoy it. At the time, sitting there in a tent, I was not enjoying it, because I'd literally been up since 2:30, I think. I just started to worry a little bit, and then I think it was about 3 o'clock when my guy line came out, so I had to get out and do that, and then I was just worried about it coming back again, or coming back out again. So I was literally sitting up against the wall, as I just said, so that it didn't happen again. And what time did I leave? About 6 o'clock? I don't even know what the time is now. It is now 7 o'clock, yeah. So just before 6, I reckon I left down there. And the wind was so strong, it was blowing me over up there on the walk down onto the Cambrian Way. So it's a little bit more sheltered down here, believe it or not, but up there is something else. Anyway, I would recommend the Hilleberg Allak 2-person tent for mountain camping. I'm definitely gonna think twice about taking anything else up the mountains now after this. So I also know people whose MSRs have broke and Landshans have collapsed. I've had a pole come out on a Landshan in the Peak District before. So yeah, it's one of those. I think if you're doing this sort of thing in all weather conditions, it does pay to spend that little bit more. That's if you're going to be doing it a lot. Anyway, I did have my enthusiasm back for wild camping, but I wonder if it's taken a little bit of a dive again. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to chat much waffle in this video, and I have, because it's not been the cinematic production that I had in mind. It's just been me talking, you know what, to the camera. Anyway, from the Rinogs and the Hilleberg Allak, thank you for watching. Catch up again soon. Bye bye.